Okay, like I said, let me just hit the record button here. In fact, I should have hit the record button before I asked you guys to share your journey, because always when I'm working with someone, I would like to keep a record of what their goal is, and maybe 6 months, 3 months along the line, then we can actually look back and just actually compare apples with pears. Now, on a weekly basis, what I try to do is not to have just things that I actually come up with, but more based on the questions that I'm actually getting from you as a group. So your questions actually helps a lot in planning actually our weekly calls, because we want to actually speak directly to where you are actually finding some where you are actually needing some help. So before I will actually get into what the market is doing at this point of time, I'm just going to go back to the Coimbatore website. So, okay, dashboard. This is our Coimbatore website. And guys, I want you to spend as much time on the site. Not that you will find everything there, but whatever is not there, then you can actually come back to us and say, you know what, there's a need of this, or can you show me how to do this? And then I will, obviously that's an indication for me, that it should be in the back office. Now, welcome, Yolandi. So not because I made this 3 videos, but I would like for you to actually use these 3, especially number 3, this one, fundamental and technical analysis, and this video. I would like for you to actually focus on that and get to know everything that we actually share on that, because it will help you on each and every trade that you are making, because that is ultimately that you should actually use as the measure when to actually go into the trade. So then obviously if you then from there onwards you would obviously do the rest of it as well, the other videos. And if you are a holder of the Crypto Pro package, then I also need you to look at the following. This specific video, this one, and this. I want you to also get to understand the psychology around it. It's 40-minute videos, others are 20 minutes, etc. And then also, obviously, the others. So all of this will, you won't remember each and every word for word, but it will actually work towards developing your trading method. So you will be more confident, and you will start making less trades. And by making less trades, you will potentially even make more money, because you will take more time, and you will put in more expertise, and it will actually help you to make better decisions when it comes to trading. Now, at this point of time, there's some interesting news in the market, and we would like to obviously look at what Bitcoin is doing. So after looking at what Bitcoin is doing, before we actually look at what Bitcoin is doing, so there's actually some interesting news in the market concerning BNB. Now, many of us have noticed that Binance coin BNB has actually increased with, what is it? I think it's 30% today. I'm not sure. And it is due to certain news that actually came out. And even though they are going to have a token burn. A token burn is obviously where the specific company are taking some of their coins and they are burning it, which means they are actually getting ahead of it. So which means it creates more scarcity, and then the price tends to go up. But that, as well as they have a new like NFTs, they have something new that they're actually building on the chain. So Binance will allow now for us to actually trade stocks. So let's say your company is on the JSE, and your stocks will be actually tokenized. Like he's starting with Tesla, for instance. He's starting with Tesla, and he knows that there's a lot of interest in Tesla, so the stock will actually have the same value as the specific stock that your company obviously have the original stock, and then you will obviously be able to trade it. So because they're bringing this to their chain, we actually saw. I, let me open CoinGecko. I went into a trade and I was expecting it to actually play out a bit later, but it seems that it's actually going to play out whilst we are on this call. So I think I will also use it and show how I actually come to a conclusion on when to actually get in a specific trade. Okay, so BNB, there we can see the last 24 hours, it went up 15%. But if we were to go to the chart, we'd actually notice that it actually went up significantly more. So your third video in your Coinbase intro, it's very, very important for you to actually go through it and apply that, because that would have obviously helped you to make a clear or an informed decision based on this specific coin. So we saw that they actually brought out that news today, and as a result, you would have obviously watched certain sites. If you are applying that third video, then you would have known about this, and you would have obviously known that this is not over. Why? Because we still have a token burn that is actually coming in a few days from today onwards. So in my opinion, those two factors are actually what's driving the Binance coin up at this point of time. So I'm not sure which coins, because we are not many here. I'm not sure which coins you are trading. I know that Lawayne is not actively trading as yet. However, you can also trade, we call it paper trading. So paper trading is basically where you don't trade with real money, but you trade basically with you just write down what you would have bought and sold and why you are doing it, and then you look how it actually would have played out. So guys, like I said, I went into a trade and I was expecting it to actually play out a little later, but I see that it is actually already going into the where I actually plan to take some profits, but let me not let that distract me. So because if the time is right, then I'm actually going to share it, because I first want to show you. I don't want to show you the results only. I want to show you how do I come to that conclusion, and this is how I actually get the results that I'm getting. Okay, so at this point of time, what is going on with Bitcoin? What's going on with Bitcoin? So I'm going to first bring up Bitcoin here quickly. Okay, this is Bitcoin. I'm not sure how well you can see there, but we actually noticed that, you know what, this, okay, I'm going to use the terms. Since this weekend, this actually acted as a resistance. And that is why I actually put this there. So if you have the Pro, then you obviously have access to that. You know exactly what's going on there. Now, I obviously always use Bitcoin. I look at Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is doing. And even though I'm not going to specifically trade Bitcoin, I want to look at it because what it does, the other coins normally also follows. So we see here, if we look at the patterns, I would look at Bitcoin. You will see I have actually three screens. So this is the first one. So I would look at Bitcoin. I know that, you know what, here is a good opportunity to get in. Here is an even better opportunity to get in. And here, in my opinion, this is the best place where we can actually get in. So as a result, what did I do? I created this. I went over and I actually brought up the specific coin that I'm trading. So many of you know that I'm trading this coin. I'm never getting bored of trading it because it's so predictable. It's actually so predictable that I knew the time, not the exact time, but I'm right here on the score. I'm making 5,000 and I don't want to exit it as yet because I think it's going to go up more. Let's see. Okay, I was in time to actually cancel my take profit. So 1.28. Sorry, I'll actually show you once. 1.297. Okay, if it comes down more. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. But I'll still show you how that trade executed right now. More than an hour before I actually expected it. But I mean, 5,000 now and 5,000 later, it's the same thing. But I'm going to actually show how I actually got to it. I was planning to actually do a screen share so you guys can see the screen right here. Yeah, so I looked at the specific coin. I saw what Bitcoin is doing. I saw what this is doing. Now, this specific coin, it can be any coin. We're going to take one of your coins, say, one, something that you are actually fond of, so or a project that you are watching. So we obviously can see here that there is actually a resistance here, or there is a supply zone. So if we go back long enough, we would see actually this acted as a resistance. So we can just actually create a supply zone here. I think it's a bit lower than this. It's around about there, but I don't want to confuse you and just go back way to the back. But if you watch the first video in Crypto Pro, then this would make sense. So for me, it's fairly easy for me to have made that decision to actually get in and take 300. I made 300 ADA coins, and one ADA coin is around about 20 rand. So it's over 20 rand. So it's a bit more than 6,000 and actually from that trade. But because Bitcoin, I'm looking at what Bitcoin is doing. So you'll see, like I say, this year, I saw that, you know what, when Bitcoin goes that far, when it hits the sell supply zone, and then my specific coin also, and then when Bitcoin comes down, and then it also tends to come down. Now I know there are some areas if Bitcoin goes up, but your coin stands still. So I'm going to also touch on that. And so you'll see the first one, what I showed was basically Bitcoin. Where are the demand zones? there is the supply. So your trading strategy must be very easy. If it is complex, you're not gonna have lists to trade because it will make you tired. Your brain, your subconscious mind will definitely tell you, you know what, ek het nie nou krag vir dit nie. Your trading should be very, very easy. Because many people would ask me, Lucian, especially when I share my trades via WhatsApp status, are you trading the whole day? I'm doing my analysis 1 hour or half an hour, morning and evening. But then I'm up and down the whole day doing whatever I'm doing. But when it reaches my zone where I want to get in, I would just get in, make the money, get out, share a video, record it. So it's not like I'm sitting that entire day in front. Why? Because of the in front of my laptop. Why? Because my trading strategy is very simple. And I'll trade this coin until you guys or me turn blue. Why? Because it's predictable once you master one specific coin. So, and I know also when I've bought it and it actually goes lower than what I expected it, I don't mind because I can keep it long term because I know what this project is about. So this is not that coin that I like Binance coin. I would buy some and keep it, but I would also trade it and just to make a profit. But this specific coin that I'm showing you, Cardano, is a coin that I don't mind keeping it. So I don't mind how long I should actually keep it if it moves. If I bought and it goes right through. And it actually goes through that zone because I know obviously what's going to happen going forward. Now, I said this will, and many times this will actually do the same as what Bitcoin does. So let me first bring up the two Bitcoin Tether, Cardano Tether, yes. So I'm going to try and have it in the same time frame, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, there's 1800 hours. Do you see? Yes, 1800 hours, 6 o'clock. There's 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's not far. 12, 9. Okay, so there we can see Bitcoin did this. My coin also did this. We can see that Bitcoin didn't actually go right to its supply zone, and here it touched the supply zone of before. So it basically did the same thing because if you look here, it's not height to the supply zone. Here is height to the supply zone, but there's another one above this, which is actually this one here. So I would just watch these two. And if Bitcoin does this, goes up, a height to there, I know that my coin will also do the same. So why don't I just trade Bitcoin if I'm going to watch it? Because when Bitcoin goes down 1%, your altcoins normally goes down 1.5%. So if it goes down 2%, then it's 1.5 times 2. So there's more movement on your altcoins. So, but when it obviously comes to increasing my Bitcoin amount, then I would just want to stay in Bitcoin and just actually short and go long on there. So these two, I've been watching it the whole day, just these two, planned my trades. I actually went into that specific trade right in front of you. I actually took profit, even though I didn't share my screen, but I think I went in here with a small portion. Let me just quickly go to derivatives. Yeah, this you can see there's a 47 of those specific coins. Let's make it 50 coins. 50 coins times 20 and it's another 1,000 rand. Market. So I just made 51 of those coins. So I'm trading here with a little less money, but yeah, but you can still see, we don't look at the money or the amount of money that you are making. Always look at the percentage, because last week, Onke, for instance, was trading with, I think he told me he got in with 60 ADA coins, which is 1,200 a hand. And then he said, you know what? He remembered something that I always say. In fact, instead of him actually making that video for me, I'm going to allow him at the end of this video to share actually his experience, what did he do, and how it has actually played out. So let me not actually spoil that for him. So my trading strategy is very easy. I look at these two. You would see I have a bit more because this, sorry, I would obviously have the RSI in here to actually also see how far Bitcoin is actually going to go. I know that Bitcoin turned around here, turned here, so there's a demand zone. So therefore, it still tends to hold. However, if it were to go through there, it would come here and it would come here. And if you were to actually make this smaller and look at it, you would actually see, you know what, it played out the very same way how Bitcoin actually played out. Now, sometimes you would have, I changed this to 2, so let me change it back to 3. Sometimes you would have this Bitcoin going up, but now your coin is not going up. And this is why I have my specific coin and Bitcoin, those pairs also. Are you guys still following? So this is one,
Still,
right?
no, we're still following, bro.
Still following. Okay. So this is, you can see in all these three. Let me bring out all three. If that could have been any coin. If you are trading XRP, I made money with XRP as well. So you would see Cardano and Tether is basically Cardano and US dollar value. Bitcoin and Tether, right? I'm watching the Bitcoin price. Then also Cardano and Bitcoin. So the altcoin and Bitcoin, that is the pair. Yeah? So this is also important for you to watch, where the demand zones are when and the supply zones are when it comes to your specific coin against Bitcoin. Because sometimes Bitcoin would shoot up and you would expect your coin to go up. But if there is actually a supply zone there, then it will struggle. In fact, it struggled quite a bit to go through here. Bitcoin was already going up, 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 and then it struggled to actually go through here. And I was actually starting to actually put a plan B in place because I wasn't expecting my trade to play out correctly, because I was watching Bitcoin and then making the trade concerning what Bitcoin is doing on my specific coin. But now what happened was Bitcoin was flying high, but my coin, instead of actually going up, it started slightly going down. So this is basically, let me just take our faces away here. So let's say at this point of time, you could see, okay, no, it was hovering here, 0.040236 per Cardano. So it was staying actually within this bracket here. But then when Bitcoin went up, this thing did this. And I was obviously starting to get worried. Obviously, you need to have your stop loss in place. So in the next 5 minutes, I will just show basically once again what I do before I get into the trade where I put my stop loss. I know I've done it many times, but yeah, I will do it once again because I see too many people saying, you know what, number one, I've lost money that I can't afford to lose. Number two, I've got money to trade, but I'm too scared of trading. And that tells me something. That tells me that your trading strategy is not soundproof. It's not foolproof. And you don't have the confidence in your trading strategy. Guys, let me quickly mute and get my son to bring the charger. So that is basically what I use. Obviously, I would look at the RSI. I can see here, Bitcoin was against my specific coin. It came down, 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 and then the MACD was keeping still. But then when the MACD started, actually a year already, it started showing, you know what, there's something coming up. And then I actually got more, I had more confidence then in my specific trade. And obviously the RSI, afterwards, RSI showed, you know what, Luciana, relax. The trade is actually going according to your analysis. Time went according to my analysis, and in front of you guys, actually, if I were to go back, this day, you can see I bought at 1.28147, and I wanted to execute on the bigger lump sum that I'm trading with. I wanted to execute on 1.3, but this one I closed because I don't want my eyes to continually go there, because then yeah, it will have distracted me. Thanks so much. And like I always say, this is not we're not set in basically a class, or I'm the lecturer and you are the student. This should be a conversation. What are you doing? What have you found out? What is working for you? I always also tell the guys that I trade with that all of us, we all continually learn. I cannot watch all of the coins out there. If you tell me, you know what, Lucian, I'm trading this coin, can you please look at it? I'll look at it for that day. And if I see something nice, I'll get into a trade and I will walk away. But it's impossible for me to watch all the projects. But it's also important for me to actually know what's going on there. But like I say, we can always learn from one another. So it's important that there's dialogue, so I can actually understand where you are coming from. So I can also go into, in fact, I will get into the to this meeting. In fact, I don't think that is necessary to show the trade that I did on here, but yeah, because that will basically just be results, and we are more on showing the method. So this was a mouthful that I actually said right now. In fact, it took me many, many, many months to understand what I've just explained to you. So do not want to think that you are slow or want to kick yourself for if you haven't followed. I am still here. You can ask questions, and the recording will also be available. So I will share the recording obviously after this call. So that is what I do before I go into a trade. And yeah, in conclusion, like I said, I will show the trading strategy. So let me go to my not trading strategy, what I actually do. You know, this is the specific coin. Why am I not scared of trading with R1 million? Or the how confident I am with R1 million, that's how confident I am with R100. Why? Because my trading strategy is the same. If I'm going to get in here, if this is the buy zone, I get in here, I will actually, and this is an even better trade here. because there are two demand zones. So my stop loss will be -2. If you don't know how to put the stop loss, go to last week's video. I explained in detail. I get in, it'll be -2. And my take profit would be anything up until 5. Guys, it varies, but this is a perfect example because it's actually 5 between those two, the demand zone and the supply zone. So when you are getting started with trading, it's important for you, if you are, or it's more important for you actually to start with money that you can't afford to lose. It's more important for you to actually understand this, and you need to trade with money that you actually cannot afford to lose. But you will feel more confident when you are trading with this. Let's say you start trading on Luno. Now, I would say if you're going to start trading with 1,000 rand, it's no use sending it to Binance, because at Binance you're going to get 600 rand, and that is like what, $30, $40. Then what? That's for because if you send Bitcoin from Luno to Binance, it will take almost 400 rand. So if you are going to trade with 1,000 rand, trade on Luno, and develop your trading strategy. If you are unsure of things, or then you can ask me. But you can also put stop losses, etc. So with Luno, let's say you buy and you want to sell there, you will put a stop loss. So if you're trading with 1,000 rand, or even better yet, if you're trading with 100, okay, you can't trade with 100 rand. Let's talk about 1,000. If you're trading with 1,000 rand and you put your stop loss at 2%, right? Yeah. So the worst, the most you can lose is a 20 rand. That is a bad money. So your life won't change dramatically if you lose 20 rand, which means you will be more relaxed when you are trading, and you'll trade comfortably, trading with 1,000 rand. And knowing the worst that can happen from that trade is you losing 20 rand. And you need to decide before you make that trade already. You know what? Am I willing to lose 20 rand? Yes, I'm willing to lose 20 rand. Go into the trade. There you lose 20 rand. It's fine. I've learned something now, and I will apply it to my trading strategy. And that normally takes the fear away. So you won't have so much fear anymore when it comes to making the decision to actually go do the trade. If you trade with money that you can afford to lose, I know we can't afford to lose money, but think of it as paying your university fees, because Coimbatore basically charges cents for you to actually be here. Why? Because I'm telling you, 100% of my money I'm making from trades. When it comes to Coimbatore, all of the profits, nothing goes to founders. Everything goes towards actually paying for one product, and then actually improving the company. So me teaching, I'm going to have a TEDx class for this week, starting tomorrow. What they are paying, I did that just in front of you now. Even 4 times less are they paying, actually 3 times less. So it's not about us benefiting from it, but it's bringing a skill. Yes, it's also helping us indirectly, because more and more people who understand this industry, more people will stop actually losing money. And we're also creating not jobs, but yeah, we're creating income streams for our people. So everybody tries to make the world a better place in the manner that they actually see fit. So Are there any questions before I allow Onke to actually come on? Any questions?
Lucian, can you maybe just go over quickly supply and resistance?
Okay.
I know there is a video. I've looked at it already. Just run through it again with me because then I will catch it.
Awesome.
I've already seen the video.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. That's what I want to hear. There we go. Okay. So I said, you know what? There is a supply zone here. There's a supply zone here. Now, when it comes to supply zones or demand zones and supply zones, a demand zone is where there are more buy orders than sell orders. So it is a rally base, and then it rallies. So it continues. So you take the last candle from the candle high to the wick low. Then you click on it, you extend it. Settings. Coordinates. You extend it so it actually can go ahead, because you will see now this one, I didn't suck this one out of my thumb. If I were to actually make this smaller, okay, we are in the 15 minute, let's make it a 4 hour. You would actually see this supply zone kom van ja tot af aan. It's just that I made it there. So that is where there are more sell orders than buy orders, which means it is a rally base and then it dumps. So there's more sell orders. That's why it couldn't go through. So there are more sell orders there. It came through. So let's go back to the 15 minute. So I know exactly, you know what, when we get here, I get out of the market. Then when it comes here, I can buy back more coins. And when it gets out here, whilst I'm waiting for this to actually happen, I put, okay, I think I'll leave it for next week. Like you have a stop loss, you can also put in a limit buy. Now, what does that mean? Remember what I said? When you buy, it goes up. You can put in a stop loss. But let's say the coin goes up here. I can put, and I go out of the market. I sell all my coins, but I put in a limit buy. I say if the market goes to 1.35, then it must buy my coins automatically back, even though I'm not there. I'm buying it back at a premium price, but just in case I got out too early. So that is basically that. I know I'm going off the topic that I'm speaking about.
No, but it's good because I didn't know that that was possible. So thank you for that.
Yes. In fact, earlier I thought, you know what, I need to show this, but I wanted to do it actually on my phone. But it's fine. Yeah. So did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
So here we have quite a number of supply zones. Here actually the market coming down. It came down, base, and then it continued. Here we can also put in a supply zone, and obviously it will be right. So there you can see there it's doing the same. Normally I would take profit here. You guys saw right here. I took that profit here. Almost 6,000 from the one, another 1,000 on the one, other one 7,000. Guys, I only have a metric, so I don't think there's anyone who would pay me 7,000 for the day. So if you are not confident about your trading strategy, you need to watch your go to your modules and watch it like it's TV. Like you're watching Seven Land. I don't know what page on TV. I don't have TV channels in my house, but watch it like Netflix. In fact, the a few in fact, since then I actually doing it more now. My I told my wife one Sunday I said, "Come let's take a movie. Let's watch a movie," and she was like, "Wow, you are so relaxed," because I don't see I don't I don't see the sense in watching a program when it's not going to benefit me. So, what am I trying to say? Watch your videos. If you are losing more than what you are winning, that is an indication that you need to forget whatever you think you know and go back to the training. Learn the basics once again. There must be one or two things that you have missed. I like the fact that Lorraine mentioned now he didn't know that that limit by. So it's small things, guys. Your trading strategy can be good, but if there's one or two too many holes in it, then you will lose more than what you are making. So then I want you to do what Lorraine is doing at this point of time. Stop trading and then go back, do the education again, and then do once again paper trades, and then jump into trading. I see there's a message here. Thanks, Suzanne. I'm consistent in my trades. Jean actually, I think he's not here anymore. But Jean called me up last week. Am I still recording?